Hi everyone, I'm Cheryl Butler, and you're listening to the Mighty Mommy's Quick and Dirty Tips podcast, which will help make your life as a parent a little bit easier and a lot more fun. Welcome! Today's episode is number 367, 5 Ways to Celebrate Dr. Seuss's Birthday with Your Kids, because the nation has a special birthday coming up in March. As an avid reader all my life, I knew when I became a mom that reading to my kids was definitely going to be one of my favorite ways to spend time with them. And 20 years and 8 kids later, I can absolutely confirm this to be true. Now that half of my brood has left the nest and gone off to college, I especially appreciate all those cozy times when one or several of them were snuggled up on my lap on a lazy, rainy afternoon, just mesmerized by the colorful pages that filled the books that we would enjoy. We had a handful of tried and true favorites that were always on the top of our reading pile, but hands down, the books that my kids regularly reached for were our collection of Dr. Seuss books. Almost everyone knows who Dr. Seuss is, but in case not, this is a wonderful time to get to know this enchanting and very whimsical author of over 40 children's books. On March 2nd, we celebrate his birthday. The National Education Association has an annual celebration known as Reading Across America, which involves thousands of schools, libraries, and other community-centered groups that will participate with readathons, storytelling, puppet shows, and hundreds of other creative reading activities to encourage kids and families to read, and read. In honor of the zany and quite lovable Dr. Seuss, here are 5 ways that you can celebrate. Tip number 1. Read your favorite Dr. Seuss book. If you're a Dr. Seuss fan like I am, or even if you're not, keep a copy of your favorite title on hand and treat yourself to a refreshing read. My favorite Seuss book, other than The Cat in the Hat, of course, is Fox in Socks, and most definitely the most difficult yet hilarious book I've ever read aloud. As the book progresses, the fox describes each situation with rhymes that progress in complexity, with Knox periodically complaining of the difficulty of the tongue twisters. Socks Fox is trying to get Knox to do something he really doesn't want to do throughout the book. The sentences in this Seuss classic will definitely leave you tongue-tied, which makes your kids laugh all the more. If you've had a tough day being at home with your family or you're away at the office and you just need a quick pick-me-up, grab this classic and start reading. When beetles fight these battles in a bottle with their paddles, and the bottle's on a poodle and the poodle's eating noodles, they call this a muddle puddle, tweedle poodle, beetle noodle, bottle, paddle, battle. Not bad. When you get done reciting this out loud, you'll not only feel sillier and more energized, but you'll be showing your kids how to relieve stress in a healthy, funny way. Tip number 2. Live by Seuss quotes. I love being surrounded by words of wisdom, love, inspiration, and of course humor. I have lots of quotes placed around our home. Some are simple like, be awesome today. And others are longer such as, the happiest people don't have the best of everything, they just make the best of everything. Well, Dr. Seuss has been quoted hundreds of times from his wonderful books, and many of them are used by schools, corporations, and families like yours and mine to remember how to keep things in the proper perspective. You can scour the internet to find your favorite Dr. Seuss quote, and when you do, why not print it and frame it as a fun and gentle reminder for your kids that life can be an amazing, silly journey. One of my picks is from the delightful book, Oh, the Things You Can Think. And that quote is, think left and think right, and think low and think high. Oh, the things you can think up if you only try. Tip number 3. Decide where to go. Dr. Seuss may not have realized that his book, Oh, the Places You'll Go, would turn out to be such a popular and motivating gift for graduates. But every year it continues to be reached for as a way to send off graduates of all ages. And not only is this book a great read for a preschooler, but the messages throughout are still perfect for tweens, teens, college grads, and for us parents. Reading this book on a regular basis reminds us that life's opportunities are endless if we're just open to it. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you are the one who'll decide where to go. Tip number 4. Eat green eggs and ham. This Seuss classic reminds us to try new things. As summarized from the book's description, a character known as Sam I Am pesters another man who also serves as the story's narrator to try a dish of green eggs and ham. If you know the story, you know that he continually refuses, responding, "I do not like them, Sam I Am. I do not like green eggs and ham." He continues to repeat this as Sam follows him, encouraging him to eat them in 8 locations: house, box, car, tree, train, dark, rain, boat, with 3 animals, mouse, fox, and goat, all to which he still refuses, responding, "I do not like them here or there. I do not like them anywhere." Finally, he gives in to Sam's pestering and samples the green eggs and ham, which he does like after all, and happily responds, "I do so like green eggs and ham. Thank you, Sam I Am." This book can easily serve as a catalyst to getting your family to try new dishes in a variety of ways. Maybe you try theme dishes for a month based on movies or books. Another idea is to create a meal using only 3 or 4 different ingredients that your family might not usually gravitate towards, like a new pasta dish or even international dishes. If you get into a Seuss frame of mind about trying new things, your family can expand their culinary horizons and have fun all at the same time. Tip number 5. Live with gratitude. Did I ever tell you how lucky you are? Is another of my top picks for a Dr. Seuss book. This book definitely showcases Dr. Seuss's unique wit and optimism and provides lots of outrageously hilarious advice for those who are feeling down in the dumps. Next time you have a child or spouse who's moping around, give one of these quotes a try. When you start to get mad, you should do what I do. Just tell yourself, "Ducky, you're really quite lucky. Some people are much more, ever so much more, muchly much more unlucky than you." Or try this one. "Be grateful you're not in the forest in France, where the average young person just hasn't a chance to escape from the perilous pants-eating plants. But your pants are safe. You're a fortunate guy. You ought to be shouting, 'How lucky am I?'" What different ways does your family enjoy the wonderful world of Dr. Seuss? Share your thoughts in the comments section at quickanddirtytips.com/mighty-mommy or post your ideas on the Mighty Mommy Facebook page. You can also email me at mommy@quickanddirtytips.com, and I hope you'll visit my family-friendly boards at pinterest.com/mightymommyqdt. Be sure to sign up for the upcoming Mighty Mommy newsletter, chock full of practical advice to make your parenting life easier and more enjoyable. I hope you all enjoy all things Dr. Seuss this week. Thanks for listening, and until next time, happy parenting.